It's the final day. The deadCenter Film Festival began on Thursday. It wraps here on Sunday. They had some informational panels this morning here at the 21C Hotel on the west side of downtown Oklahoma City. More screenings going on at the Harkins Bricktown Cinemas later tonight. We are joined now by one of the award winners of this year's festival, Mr. Neil Berkeley. Neil, good to see you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Your film here is Gilbert, and let's start right there. Tell us about Gilbert.
It's a documentary about the comedian Gilbert Gottfried. His life, his career. Everyone knows him as the loud, dirty guy.
And you can sort of hear that voice in your head.
The voice, everyone knows the voice, but that's not who he is. He's actually a family man. He's a very soft-spoken, quiet, shy guy. So the movie's about who he. It's a peek behind the curtain, I guess. Yeah.
Why? Why Gilbert?
I grew up in the '80s, so he was always in the part of the lexicon. He was always in the peripheral. He's always in the background. Like if you grew up in the '80s, you knew who Gilbert was. Like that voice was always there. And I got very curious about what he's really like and what it's like to be in character your whole life. I mean, he's always putting that persona on. So what's that like? And I wanted to investigate it. So I moved to New York and did it.
We should say Neil's award was the Special Jury Documentary Feature. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very exciting. So I grew up in Moore. I'm from here. I went to OCU. So it's very, very exciting and satisfying to come back here and, for one, have this. Like, there's this amazing art gallery, museum hotel.
It's changed a little bit since the OCU days.
This wasn't part of the lifestyle. To even be able to go there, to move to Los Angeles and make movies and be able to bring them back here and have a venue to show them and have an audience that wants to see it is very satisfying. It's very exciting. Like Lance has done an amazing job with this, so I'm very happy this exists.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is the 17th year of this festival, and it continues to grow and evolve. And panels this morning, we're talking about 360 and virtual reality, which is kind of, I would assume, at the forefront of the technology these days. But you're coming back into the fold, seeing a lot of changes here in this city and a space that you can plug back into.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, so I left I went to LA in 2000, so I've been gone a long time. And coming back it's the way the city has shaped and changed and grown. It's so exciting. Like my brother Tom works for Lingo Construction, so he's shaping the skyline. He's building these buildings that I go inside and show my movies. So it occurred to us. I was talking to him the other day, and we're like, yeah, we've made an impact. We've made a mark in this city that we love, in this state that we love, and I love coming back here. So it's very, very. I overuse the word satisfying, but it's very satisfying.
The Berkeleys are taking over Oklahoma City. Getting back to Gilbert Gottfried,
Sure.
How'd you get access to him?
It's a wild story. So for 2 years, I talked about wanting to make this movie, and I would just tell everyone I knew I'm going to make a Gilbert Gottfried documentary. And most people would shrug or roll their eyes and say that's a bad idea. And true story, I never called his agent, never called his manager, never tried to meet him. But I was walking down 6th Avenue in New York City one day with this woman that was working with me. And she said, "What's your next movie going to be about?" And I said, "I think I'm going to make a movie about Gilbert Gottfried." And she goes, "That's weird." I said, "Why?" And she goes, "Because his wife is my best friend. And they live right over there, like 2 blocks away."
What are the odds?
Crazy, right? So I met him the next day. And then a little less than a year later, his wife called me and said, "Hey, I want to do this. He doesn't want to do it, but I want to do it. So just come out here and start shooting." Just like that. Just put it out in the universe, and here we go.
Tell me about the shooting. Is it a little bit like this, or what was your setup?
A Canon C100, which is kind of like what you have here. It was me by myself with a backpack and lenses and a lavalier mic, and I would hang the mic on him. And I went to 13 cities, went to Mexico and Toronto, France. Interviewed Richard Belzer in France, but it was just me. I would throw my backpack on, put the camera on, and just follow him around.
Any advice off of that you would throw towards other filmmakers? It sounds like a lot of hustle and a lot of effort.
Yeah, that what I say to anyone that asks me that question, I always say, just do it. Just get a camera. They're cheap, they're small, they're easy. Get a camera, make a movie. But it's a lot of work, and most people don't do it. Because it's a lot of work, it's stressful, it's painful, it's expensive, it's time-consuming. But if you love it, you have to do it. So it's cliche to say that, the Nike thing, just do it, but literally just do it. Just go make a movie. I've done it 3 times now.
When you left Oklahoma City, weren't you in the animation space? And how does that work? Do you build, hey, I see a need for animation in film, I'm going to surround myself with the people who know how to do this? Did you teach yourself? How's the business model work there?
I faked it until I made it. I pretended I knew what I was doing. But when I got to LA, I was a PA and intern, and whatever work I could get. But I fell into design, the animation side of things, and fell in love with it. So that's the day job. And if you've seen Top Chef or Project Runway or Real Housewives or Property Brothers, we do a lot of work with those. We do the logos, we do the animation, we do the packaging for those shows. That's my day job. Like, that's what pays the bills. The documentary thing is becoming my day job, but it's more of a process. But no, getting into it, I didn't have a background, didn't have an experience. I just pretended I knew what I was doing, and they believe me.
Well, congratulations on all of that. That's fantastic. In the back of my mind right now, I'm hearing the Top Chef knife blade sound effect.
That's us. That's me.
What's next, Neil?
Cuba. It's a long story, but at Cuba, rock and roll.
Sounds like a great story.
Yeah. So that's the next one. We're in the process right now.
Is it another character like a Gilbert that you're following?
I didn't realize it was, but yeah, it is now. We've found someone who's an amazing person, this Cuban American who moved here 25 years ago, named Vladdy. I just got back from Cuba I was there for 10 days shooting with him, and he's an amazing person. So it wasn't supposed to be about him, but it's becoming about him.
How was Cuba?
Interesting. It was an eye-opener. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Amazing people. Wonderful people, but it's a third world country. It's very poor. It's hard living. Like, they have very hard lives. So.
And what sort of gear were you using?
Same thing. Well, C300 for this one, a Canon, little like what you have. Just me and one other guy in a bus, 2 cameras and run and gun. I try to keep things very small and light, so I can move quickly.
Very nice. Where can we find more of your work? Outside of the top chefs and
Berkeley, it's berkly.com is my business, and yeah, online, it's out there.
Very good. Neil, great to catch up again. Congratulations on the award, on this film, and on the career. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.